There is nothing new under the sun. The stage is being prepped the same way now as it was before. What stage, you may ask? Well, the stage for the Antichrist. In order for the Antichrist to rule, he must first rid the earth of the truth, the light, the salt. Satan is a liar, and he has been a liar since the beginning. What if Trump is following the guidelines and charter of Hitler to gain control? See, before you get control, you must first rid the world of the true Jews, right? Those circumcised of the heart who have become new creatures by way of the Holy Spirit, because they are the ones who pose the biggest threat to your satanic re-education to a new world. Just like they took the Bibles out of the Masonic public schools, the same way they are trying to snatch the true and living God out of this land. But Psalms chapter 2 talks about the kings, princes, and rulers of this earth coming together to forge a plan to kill his anointed, but he will laugh and have them in derision. Donald Trump, enjoy your season of derision.
It's easy sometimes for the discussion to take on a feeling of us versus them. And when that happens, a lot of folks forget that most of us used to be them. Sometimes for the discussion to take on a feeling of us. Most of us used to be them versus them. Sometimes for the discussion to take on a feeling of us versus them.
President Trump is making a rare sports appearance while in office tonight at the NCAA football game. He is taking the field. There he is. Let's listen in.
Our topic today is Adolf Hitler's announcement on March 16, 1935, that he was rearming Germany. Soon after consolidating his power at home, he moved to rebuild the German military. He ordered the creation of the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force. He also launched plans to create an army 3 times larger than what the Versailles Treaty allowed.
In just a few minutes, I will proudly sign into law the largest ever investment in the United States military. In fact, I could say the largest ever by far. We're making our military stronger and more powerful than ever before.
In 1933, Hitler made a pact with the religious leaders and forged a union with them, treaty, and that's how you get the Deutsche Christians. And all this was done right before the extermination of the Jews.
But today we're taking another historic action. In just a few moments, I'll sign an executive order to combat anti-Semitism. This action makes clear.
Just like Hitler made a pact in coalition with the fake church, Trump also made a pact in coalition with the fake Jews. And once they make the pact, they come together to rid the earth of the real Jews. The Bible tells us that a real Jew is one who is circumcised of the heart, and only a Holy Spirit can do that. And you can't tell who's a real Jew by the clothing that they wear and the traditional practices of men that they pass down from person to person. It's all about the circumcision of the heart that only the Holy Spirit can do.
And he called you a dangerous man. And yesterday, the Mexican president said you're using the same kind of language that ushered in Hitler and Mussolini. I can't remember that kind of comparison being used against any other presidential candidate. Does it suggest to you that you should tone down your rhetoric and your tactics?
Well, maybe so, but I mean, I have a tremendous following. We want to make America great again. It's a strong following. I don't know about the Hitler comparison. I hadn't heard that.
To make America great again for all Americans. Over the last year, we have made incredible progress and achieved extraordinary success. We have faced challenges we expected and others we could never have imagined. We have shared in the heights of victory and the pains of hardship. We have endured floods and fires and storms.
And I do think because we've been so wealthy and so successful that we get complacent and assume that things continue the way they have been, just automatically. And they don't. You have to tend to this garden of democracy, otherwise things can fall apart fairly quickly. And we've seen societies where that happens, right? Now, presumably there was a ballroom here in Vienna in the late 1920s or 30s that looked pretty sophisticated and seemed as if, with the music and the art and the literature and the science that was emerging, it would continue into perpetuity. And then 60 million people died. And an entire world was plunged into chaos.
Matthew 10:28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Y'all be blessed.